Hey guys, it's Laurie, Starkey. I have my better half here.
That's me.
What's your name?
Jacob.
Jacob Starkey's here with me.
AKA the better half.
Anyways, I have another recipe video for you. We're super excited about that. If you don't know about me, I am a serial entrepreneur and a writer, and I am on a ketogenic lifestyle journey. Jacob.
And she has a better half.
We're gonna hear this the whole time now. It's gonna be the theme of the video. The better half is here because this recipe video that I've put together for you, or he's put together for you actually, is a recipe that he makes for me. So I'm a total sweet tooth because he's a sweet tooth. So he gets to still eat all the sugary goods. But one of my favorite desserts that I found on the keto diet is cheesecake. Like, totally makes sense, right? You can have cream cheese. So this recipe video is an Instapot cheesecake, keto style.
And it's delicious.
And it is delicious. How long does it take, honey?
28 minutes, and then it sits for about 8 minutes until the pressure's out of there.
Yeah, so he is actually gonna do this full recipe for you. I hope you enjoy it.
You're welcome.
You are so welcome, brother. And when you, no husband? Not brother.
Wait a minute.
When you're done viewing the recipe, go out and get you an Instapot. We have a fantastic one. It wasn't very much money at all. They're well worth it. See if I can say, can you say well worth it real fast?
Well worth it.
I said fast.
Oh.
Anyways, check out this recipe. Make sure you tell us in the comments what you think. You can top this with something we normally don't. We just eat it straight out of the pan sometimes. So enjoy.
Bye. All right, so today we're gonna make the hot wife a keto cheesecake. I've got everything laid out here like a professional chef on a cooking show would, because yeah, that's me. We got our food processor to chop up the crust. We're gonna cook it in an Instapot, only 28 minutes. Usually about 38 once it cools down so you don't burn yourself with the steam. So here we go. We're gonna make 2 cups of chopped pecans. I got 2 blocks of cream cheese that we'll throw in the microwave for about a minute to get them nice and soft. I got 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 2 uncracked eggs, that's the important part. I got a full cup of sour cream. I got 2 cups of sweetener. This time we used the stevia in the raw, that's what was on sale, but if you need it extra sweet, just swirl your finger around in there a little bit. Gives it a little touch of sweetness. Cooked with love, we like to say. And then we got 3/4 of a cup of water. That's gonna go in the bottom of the Instapot when we start cooking. All right, let me put the camera down here. Now, we're gonna go ahead and throw the cream cheese in the microwave. 1 minute, just to soften it up. While I'm doing that, we're gonna get the pecans in the food processor. Now, instead of using graham cracker crust, we're gonna make our own crust so that it's keto friendly. Get a couple pulses in there to get all the loose pieces that have been floating around. All right, cream cheese is done. We'll pull that out. Now, we only need 2 cups of these chopped pecans. So let me measure that out for us real quick. Alright, so 2 cups. See how precise we're being here. One cup. 2 cups. Had a little bit left over, but who doesn't like extra nuts? All right. into the pecan mixture is gonna go 5 tablespoons of butter. You gotta melt that first, so here we go. Alright, butter's nice and melted. Pour in, and we're just gonna give this a quick little stir. You basically want it to look like you're building a sand castle. So when it gets all sticky, you're good to go. See how we're all sticking together? Now, pro tip number 1 for today. Handy dandy aluminum foil. Wrap the bottom part of our springform pan. We use a 6-inch springform pan because it fits in the Instapot. Drop it on down into the slot. Crank it down. Pop it in. Now, all we're gonna do, scoop in. If you like less crust, use less nuts. You can use a glass, you can use a small bowl, whatever you want to smash this down. All we're gonna do is flatten it out on the bottom. Like I said, if you like your crust to go up the sides, then get it up the sides. But the wife likes hers just on the bottom of the cheesecake, so that's the way we're gonna do it today, guys. Make sure it's touching all the edges. Now, I don't like to call anything perfect, but damn, that's pretty close. All right, this is gonna go in the freezer while we're mixing everything up so it gets nice and firm. All right, so we are going to start our cream cheese filling for the cheesecake. So we got our warm cream cheese, we can't say melted. We got our stevia or a sugar substitute, whatever you choose. 2 cups of that. 1 cup of sour cream. We will have a tablespoon of vanilla in that one. 2 pinches of salt. I just do a couple turns on it. And the 2 uncracked eggs. Don't crack them just yet. Don't get ahead of yourself. So, here we go. We're gonna take the cream cheese. 2 cups, or 2 blocks. Make sure we get all the block. All right. We got our 2 cups of sugar substitute. Done. 1 cup of 1 cup of sour cream. Now's the time that you can crack the eggs. If you cracked them ahead of us, you'd have had runny eggs all over your countertop. But now we got somewhere to put it. Never crack your eggs ahead of time. Or is it never put all your eggs in one basket? Either way, it'll work. However you like to say it. 1 tablespoon vanilla. And a couple pinches of salt. We have pink Himalayan sea salt. Now, we're just gonna mix all that up. Be careful mixing it because that sugar substitute will blow up in your face if you go at it too hard. So that's why I like using a spatula to start with. We'll get the beaters out here in a minute. Get everything incorporated. You like those big words, incorporated? That's professional talk right there for making sure everything's mixed together. All right, most of the big blocks are gone. Nothing's gonna fly up at me when I start the mixers. Time for power tools. All right, we're gonna mix this up so we've got a nice consistency. All right, so we're back here. We got our perfectly whipped, smooth cream cheese filling. We got our previously mixed chopped nuts. We used pecans, but you can use almonds, whatever kind of nuts, walnuts, whatever will work. 5 tablespoons of butter. Put it in the freezer. Now it's pretty firm. We're gonna go ahead and pour this into the springform pan. Now, if you used a lot of nuts, this may get close to the top. You do not want it reaching the very top, obviously. It will expand a little bit in the cooking process. Looks like I measured it perfectly. Don't worry about all the extra up in here. I'll clean that up later. All right, now, if you put it in the Instapot just like this, it will cook perfectly fine. What I have found though, put an extra layer of tin foil on the top, and that will keep any of the condensation from the Instapot out of your cheesecake. Pro tip number 2 today. You're welcome. Now, let's walk over here to our Instapot. Now, into here I'm gonna pour our 3/4 of a cup of water, just a little bit in the bottom. Now, all you have to do, put your cheesecake on the Instapot rack. That keeps it out of the water. Put this straight on down. So we're placed on in there. Pop the lid on. Now, on the front part, we're off, but we need to be on. So, what we're gonna do, we want the keep warm off. Let's cancel that, there we go. So we want to pressure cook. 28 minutes. Normal pressure is high. We're good to go. Keep warm, off. All we're gonna do is let it go ahead and get started. Make sure that your vent is closed. That lets us know that it's on. It is gonna go ahead and heat up. When it gets up to pressure, that 28 minutes will start. You will let it cool down after that until all the pressure is gone. That way when you open it up, you don't get hit with the steam shower. All right, we'll see y'all in 28 minutes. All right, so we let our Instapot cook for the full 28 minutes. It turns itself off. We're gonna come over here to the pressure release valve. We're gonna let it vent. That way we can open the top. When it pops down, you know it's ready to go. All right. Like I said, you're gonna have a little bit of steam in there because of the water we put in. See there, it even fogs up the camera. Hold on 1 second. I'll get that cleaned up for you. Like a pro. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take this out. Not too hot. All right. Now you will notice a little bit of the oil. That's gonna come from your butter and the crust. Pull that right off. Now, you will see a little bit of moisture around the corners. All you do to fix that, let me show you this little handy trick here. you don't do that. All right, to make sure we get all that extra moisture off, you're gonna take a paper towel. Just get the corner, let it soak up a little bit of that moisture. Just kind of dab it around. You can see it's still soft, but it's firm, it's set. Now to make sure that it gets extra firm and cool, we're gonna put this in the fridge overnight. Minimum of 4 to 6 hours, but overnight works best. So, when you wake up in the morning, cheesecake for breakfast, anybody? All right, so we are pretty cool to the touch to where we can move it. We're gonna go ahead and get in here. Just place it all by itself. 4 to 6 hours minimum, best if overnight. See you ladies and gents in the morning. All right, so after we let the cheesecake sit overnight, I'm gonna go ahead and take this out, bring it on over here. All right, be careful when you unwrap it. What the? Obviously, I'm not the first one to take it out of the fridge today. But as you can see, nice and firm, pecan crust. This foil lining is gonna help with cleanup too, so pro tip number 3, you're welcome. All right, that's all for today.
How awesome was that? I mean, the cheesecake was delicious. It only took 27 minutes.
28.
28 minutes.
And then rested overnight.
And then rested overnight. So I'm gonna eat it hot. It was absolutely delicious though. As you can tell from the video, some of us could...
Yeah, did anybody else have a fridge goblin that ate the cheesecake before you went in there to get it out? I did.
I didn't know. I totally didn't realize that I didn't realize that he hadn't showed it to you guys yet. He was running super late on showing you guys.
No. The chef had to do the dishes too. That's what happened.
Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. We're gonna have lots of desserts coming up because Sweet Tooth here has to have something almost every night. And so, I'm laughing.
It keeps me sweet.
And so I'm having to come up with my sweets too. And so we'll be doing some more sweets for you guys. But if you like what we're up to, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button.
Right here?
Stop it. And if you want to, you can hit that notification bell too. That'll just let you know when we upload new content, new videos. Yes, ding. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for spending some time with us. I hope you love the recipe. If you try it, let us know. If you put a topping on it, let us know. We're super excited to hear from you. And until next time, from me
if you tried and you don't like it, it was her recipe.
We don't want to know.
Yeah.
And until next time, from me and the better half.
That's me.
See you later.
Bye.